a month of intense research. In 1961, India became the first Asian country to make an indigenous fighter jet by launching HAL Marut. It was an incredible achievement for a poor country that had just gained independence. So how did India achieve this remarkable feat? This video was made after a month of intense research, 2 RTI filings, 3 weeks of 3D modeling, and a month of editing. We also enhanced low-quality black and white photos using advanced neural networks to never-before-seen quality levels. By the end of this story, we will learn how the geopolitics of 12 countries spread across 5 continents influenced the creation of this aircraft. The story of Marut starts in Germany with a talented Nazi engineer named Kurt Tank, who had designed the Focke-Wulf 190, which was a legendary fighter aircraft of its time. It was so good that it was the backbone of the German Air Force, with over 20,000 units manufactured. He had also designed the Focke-Wulf 200 Condor passenger plane, which was also used by Hitler as his personal aircraft. After the fall of Nazi Germany, the now victorious Allied countries started poaching the brilliant scientists and engineers behind the ingenious Nazi innovations to make them work at their own research facilities. Declassified documents show that under Operation Paperclip and Operation Osoviekim, thousands of specialists were forcefully recruited by the United States, Soviet Union, and Britain. Most of them were abducted at gunpoint along with their families, and later recruited to work in research facilities to make rockets, planes, and weaponry. There were also special operations to kidnap experts who were likely to migrate to Spain, Argentina, and Egypt, as these countries were considered Nazi sympathizers. While Kurt Tank was under house arrest, he managed to flee to Argentina in disguise with a forged passport given by Argentinian spies. Later, 60 of his former colleagues also followed him, and Argentinian President Juan Perón recruited them to make their first fighter jet. He designed a state-of-the-art aircraft, but while it was in the final stages of completion in 1955, the Argentinian president fell out of power due to a military coup, and the new dictator started harassing Kurt Tank by arresting him for possessing a forged passport. Thus, he had to flee again. To continue his dream of making a supersonic aircraft, he offered to develop a fighter jet for India, which was promptly accepted by HAL. And thus, Kurt Tank, along with 17 colleagues, moved to India while a majority of his team migrated to the United States. But due to the delay in getting the funds from the government, he started working as the director of the prestigious Madras Institute of Technology. Coincidentally, one of his promising students at that time was APJ Abdul Kalam, who would later design several important rockets for India and go on to become the president. The Marut project was approved the next year, in 1956, with Prime Minister Nehru giving a speech in Parliament that was highly supportive of indigenous manufacturing of fighter jets. At that time, India had a small aviation industry that maintained and overhauled Allied warplanes during the Second World War. After the war, this facility near Bangalore was renamed Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and licensed produce the de Havilland Vampire aircraft. What HAL lacked were aviation designers and testing infrastructure, as HT-2 Trainer was the only aircraft it had designed to date. Even so, the Air Force gave a tough requirement that called for a multi-role fighter capable of operating both as a high-altitude interceptor and as a low-altitude ground attack aircraft, with a speed of Mach 2, a flight ceiling of 60,000 feet, and an 800-kilometer radius of action. Also, the plane was expected to be adaptable as an all-weather interceptor, as an advanced trainer, and as a naval fighter for use aboard the aircraft carrier Vikrant. This was an impossibly high requirement for even the most developed countries of that time, considering that the first production plane to cross Mach 1 was introduced just 5 months earlier, and there were no Mach 2 capable production aircraft anywhere in the world. The requirements were set clearly with the future in mind, as 4 years later, America's Starfighter became the first to cross Mach 2, while the Soviets crossed it a year later with their MiG-21. With such ambitious requirements, the project began in 1956 with Kurt's tank moving to Bangalore along with 17 colleagues. Upon arrival, Tank found that HAL neither had the required personnel nor the infrastructure to take upon such a complex project. HAL's entire design department only had 54 members. Worse yet, no hangar space was available for the construction of prototypes. No machine shop existed for prototype engineering, and there were no test equipment, structural test rigs, or even a runway from which the new aircraft could be flight tested. Tank quickly realized that he had to not only design an advanced supersonic fighter jet from the ground up, but had to also help establish a contemporary industrial complex capable of developing one. In the very first week, a qualified production engineer and his team resigned after concluding that it was not a place capable of developing an aircraft. 3 more of his colleagues resigned over the next few months. Even after facing such a huge challenge, Kurt Tank persisted, and under his leadership, HAL's design